It took me a while to realize that the relationship was unhealthy, and I mean like a long time. He was in and out of juvie and jail on account of assaulting me many times before I actually realized, okay, this is bad.
I figured out that it wasn't good for me when I realized that most people's relationships weren't the same as mine, that the things that we were doing were unhealthy, and that she would say and do things that weren't appropriate.
You know, when I was with him, I would be worried about who was messaging me on my phone. I didn't want him thinking I was talking to any guys. I was worried about making him upset.
She would threaten me a lot, and she would say things like, "You'll never find anyone better than me."
When we were together, he never really made it public, the abuse. He would act like everything's fine in front of people, everything's good, we're the power couple, and it was behind like closed doors where it would be bad.
I was always worried that if I say something that she would snap and that she would get angry with me.
First he pushed me, a couple weeks later it was shoving me, a couple weeks later it was hitting me.
When we would hang out with friends, she would embarrass me a lot in front of people, and she would make me look like I was stupid or I was like just some little kid or something.
He was an alcoholic, smoked weed. Yeah, he did a lot of drugs.
She had a history. She was in and out of juvie, and she would always brag about like how she would beat people up.
He was good at manipulating. You don't want to leave in fear of what he might do.
She was a huge drinker. She would drink like every other night, and she did a lot of like coke and hard drugs.
I didn't want my friends or family to worry about it. I didn't want them to come between my relationship.
No one really tried to help me. I kept it under the rug a lot, and I made sure that nobody else knew because I was afraid of what she would do.
He pressured me to do a lot of things. He wanted to marry me, even only knowing him after only 1 year.
Towards the end of my relationship, my mom had told me that there was something wrong with our relationship, and that's when I realized that it was bad.
Looking back, I wish my friends would have reassured me of my independence, my self-worth, and kind of shown me that I should have more self-respect for myself.
She would always say like, "You'll never find anyone better than me," or she made me think that she was the best person that I had ever met, and she would tell me things that would make me want to stay. I stopped doing a lot of the things that I enjoyed doing because she would get mad when I wouldn't spend time with her. I was scared of her. I didn't want her to snap or be angry.
I would advise other teens out there to watch for red flags, to really know who you're going to get into a relationship with.
I would say that even though they seem like the world, you will always be okay. You have people surrounding you, friends and family who love you, and life goes on, so you'll be able to be happy once again.